Good morning, children. Today we are going to start the structure of a flower. As we are studying the reproduction in angiosperm, and in yesterday's class I described you that is the life of the sexually reproducing organisms completes in 3 steps. First is the vegetative phase, which is also known as juvenile phase. Second is the reproductive phase. The reproductive phase is the one in which the sexually reproducing organisms can carry out reproduction, sexual reproduction, and then post-reproductive, that is senescence, the old age. So I also explained you in the previous class, that is when the organism is stepping from the juvenile step to the stage to the reproductive stage, there are some changes taking place in the body. And in case of angiosperm, this will be the appearance of the birds, and the bird will then slowly open into a flower. So today we are going to study about the structure of a flower. Structure of typical flower. Not all flowers are alike, but typically that is as a representative. Like this. Yesterday I also explained you that is the flower has 4 roles, 4 parts. They are the sepals, petals, stigma and pistil. When we draw the diagram, we will start from the innermost. So a typical flower is got 4 parts, that is the calyx, the corolla, the stamen, and the stigma, style, and ovary. This is stigma, STYL, style, ovary, anther, filament, petals, and sepals, and then this is the receptacle, so these are the parts of a typical flower. Okay, now these 3 are together form the female reproductive part. This is the symbol used for female reproductive organs, their parts. And these 2 are the male reproductive part, the sign of male reproductive. So here we can say that not all the parts of a flower are taking part in reproduction. The pedicle, that is the stalk, has no role in reproduction. Sepal has no role in reproduction. Petals has no role in reproduction. Even the filament has no role in reproduction. The reproduction is the reproductive cells, that the gametes are produced in the anther and in the ovaries. Okay, so these are the main part where the reproductive structure are formed, and they will only take part in the sexual reproduction. Now a flower which is having all 4 roles, they are also called roles. Okay, the 4 roles, that is the sepals, petals, stamens and the pistil. Okay, the female reproductive part is also known as pistil, and the male reproductive part is also known as stamen. So these four parts, if all of them are present, the flower is known as a complete flower. And if any one or more are absent, the flower is known as incomplete flower. Okay, so most of the angiosperm flowers, they are bisexual. Most of them angiosperm flowers are bisexual. It's quite obvious that the flowers are only produced in the angiosperm. So I need not to specify that angiosperm flower. The flower, if it is there, that means it is angiosperm. So it is just the sentence comes in our pronunciation in the same way. That is why I said. Okay, so I said what I was saying. A typical flower has got four rows. The outermost is sepal, then the petals, then the stamen, and the innermost is pistil. Okay, so these are the four parts. Now, if we start looking for the functions of each one of them, first of all, the receptacle. Receptacle is a part on which all these four rows are attached. Okay? They are. It is just like a stage, it is just like a munch, it is just like a basal part on which other parts are fixed, attached. Okay, the receptacle is serving as the attachment for all these different rows. Then the outermost row is the sepals. Sepals are often green in color. Often they are green in color, and their function is to protect a bud. When a flower is not yet open, it is covered by the sepals. Okay. And then once the flower is open, the sepals are just folded outside. In most of the fruits, sepals are not seen. They all fall. When we will study about the fruit, then we will study about that. Okay, but in some of the fruits, even sepals are found attached. If you have seen tomatoes, you might have seen the green color sepals there. If you have seen the pomegranate, you've seen brinjal, you have seen guava. So these are the parts, fruits in which the sepals are still attached. Otherwise, sepals have only role, their function is only to protect the young flower, that is the bud, and they are green in color. Except in some of the cases where the sepals may become colored. In most of the monopod plants, the sepals and the petals may become same in color, identical in color. Okay, so it is very difficult for us to recognize which one is sepal and which one is petal. Okay, so that we will study in the higher classes, that is class 11. If you are taking bio, then only it will be useful for us. Otherwise, you just take the sepal are the protective organ. They are often green in color, and they are protecting the young flower, that is the bud. And once the flower opens, they are folded outside. The next row is the petals. And we are recognizing a flower because of its petals. The petals are beautifully colored and vividly shaped. Each flower's petals are different in shape. You have seen the rose petals, you have seen marigold, you have seen China rose, you have seen all other flowers, and they are recognizing a flower only because of the petals, their arrangement, their color, their shape, their structure, their size. All other parts are we are hardly seeing, we are hardly observing. We are observing a flower because of its petals, and petals are so beautifully colored that they are used in all the different type of expressions, human feelings whenever we are to express. May it be joy, may it be just a prayer, homage, or may it be welcoming of someone, or may it be at the death. We are always expressing our feelings in the way of flowers, and especially in the way of petals. Or even if we are using flower, we are using flower because of its petal. Petals are giving the color, petals are giving the shape, petals are giving the beautiful structure to a flower. So petals are vividly colored, beautifully shaped, and they are the organs of attraction of the various pollinators. We'll study pollination, and then we'll come to know that is the petals, mainly they are responsible for calling the pollinating agents, may be bees, may be butterflies, may it be bumblebees, may it be certain type of birds, or even certain type of animals. They are attracted because of the color, the shape and the arrangement and the beautiful symmetrical structure of a flower, and all because of the petals. The next is the male reproductive part of a flower, that is the stamen, third row. We are always counting the row from inside to outside. You can even outside to inside. Okay, so the third one is the stamen, and now stamen has got two parts. Stamen has got two parts, that is the anther and the filament. Okay, now anther is a lobed structure which is actually produces pollen grains. Anther is a lobed structure which is actually producing pollen grains. And to produce pollen grain, that type of division which we have studied yesterday, that is the meiotic divisions are required. So meiosis take place in the anther. Okay, so anther is the part which produces pollen grain. Each anther produces thousands of pollen grains. Okay, and the male gametes, and I explain you here that specifying here that the anther is not male gamete. Pollen grains are also not male gamete. Male gametes are found inside the pollen grain. Okay, so an anther is a two-inch structure where the meiosis takes place, and then it produces pollen grain. Pollen grain has got different type of cells, and among them one of the cell is the generative cell which produces male gametes. When we will study a little later, then we will come to know about what male gametes are, and they are always haploid. The pollen grain, all the kinds of cells which are there in the pollen grain, they are haploid, and the male gametes are also haploid. Filaments are only a thread-like structure, a stalk-like structure, and they are just holding the anther high. Why they have to hold the anther high? So that whenever a pollinator comes, may it be bees, may it be butterfly, may it be bumblebees, may it be some animals, lemurs or garden lizards or something else, so they will exposed to these anther. If the stalk or the filament are small, the anther will remain hidden inside the flower only. And the flower, the birds, these pollinators will come, but they will not be exposed to the anther, and no, they will not be able to get the pollen grains. Okay, so in order to come in contact of the anther to the body of pollinator, they have to expose, and that exposure, that is to bring them outside the flower, main flower, that is the structure, the function of filament. Filament is not taking any part in sexual reproduction. It is only a part, supportive part, and all the supportive parts are known as accessories. You got your car. In the car, the horn and the other decorative lights, the music system and the seat cover, they all are accessories. Even if they are not there, car will function perfectly. Okay. Of course, in India, horn is a basic necessity. But abroad, if you drive your car and if you are honking, anybody will abuse you. They think that the horn is an abusive sign there. Okay, horn is only required to be pressed when you are in real emergency. Otherwise, they don't use horn. So in India, like all the accessories, like the wheel cap what we are using, the decorative lights what you are using, the fog light which you are using, that LED steaming which you are using, and the decoration which you are having on your door and your door knobs and all other things, these are all accessories. These are not the actual part of a car. And in any of advertisement you will find that the accessories are not the standard part of the car. Okay, so accessories are additional. Similarly, these are additional. They have no direct role in the reproduction. So filament आ गया आपको समझ में. Next is the innermost role. The innermost role is called pistil. ठीक है. Pistil has got three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. Again, the stigma and style are not taking direct role part in the reproduction. They are just accessories. Now, stigma is the landing platform for the pollen grain. The pollen grains will fall here. The stigma is the landing platform for the pollen grain. Now obviously, since the stigma, the pollen grain is coming from outside, they are brought by the pollinator, so pollinator will not go inside to reach the pollen grain up to the stigma. So they should also be exposed to the outside only. So anther and stigma, these are the two parts which are generally exposed outside the flower. Okay? The ovary will be right inside. Most of the time you don't see ovary. Okay, so the stigma is the landing platform where the pollen grain goes and lands. And style is a long tube, very thin tube, it is just like a capillary tube, very thin, through which the pollen tube transfers the male gametes up to the ovaries. Okay, the pollen germinates here and they form the thin tube, and these tubes will run through the style and will reach up to the ovary. Further structure we will study in the next diagram. So the style itself is so thin. Now you can imagine how thin the pollen tube is there. So a pollen tube is just like as thin as a hair, and there may be number of pollen tubes running through a style. There may be number of pollen tubes running through a style. So you can imagine how beautifully these structures are made and how responsibly they are carrying their function. Like if we had to make any device, in the industry, we have to quality test it, and we are not 100% sure that the product which we have made is properly functional. Okay? So we have to test it, and on test we find that the thing is okay, then we put a sticker, okay, or quality tested, or a sign, or a symbol, anything what the company has got their own criteria. Like if you go to buy a car, you will have a stamp there, pre-delivery inspection, PDI. So when the PDI is there, that means the car is just ready to be delivered now. It is perfectly checked for all the functions. Maybe engine, maybe electricals, maybe horn, maybe seats, maybe whatever type of things are there, tire, tube and all the stepney and all, everything will be checked. All the things which has to be given along with it, maybe the diary, maybe service book, or maybe stepney or the tools or whatever things. Everything is perfectly set in a car and it is just ready to be delivered. Then pre-delivery inspection stamp will be put. And all these tests has been done. The test has been done in the industries. First on each and every item, like the part which is the machine where the horns are made, the horn will be tested there. Then before putting it into the machine, car, they will again test it. And then when the car is going out of the factory, then also it is tested. And then when it is about to delivery, then again it is tested. 4 times it has been tested. Because we know there may be some error always present. But there is no testing in a flower, or rather in any part of your body. When a child is born, it is nose, eyes, ear, everything is well tested. And you will find 1 out of a million in which some type of errors are there. 1 out of million. कोई 10 लाख में कोई एक बच्चा होता है जिसका आँख काम नहीं कर रहा, or the nose is not properly functioning, or he is deaf, or he is dumb, or his tongue is not working, or he's got any other type of ailment or difficulty or any type of problem in his body. Otherwise, हमारा pre-delivery inspection हो रखा है before the birth only. Okay? So you can imagine the preciseness of the living being. You see any flower, just any flower, any simplest of simple flower to the most complicated flower. Now after some days, dahlias will come. You see a dahlia has got several maybe 50-60 petals, and they are so beautifully arranged and so symmetrically, symmetrically colored and shapes and size and arrangement, that you just divide it and you will find the same number of petals here and same number of petals here. You just divide a body, human body, from ear to ear. You will find that the same structure which is here is here. Okay? How precisely? Or when we want to draw it, we'll have to use rubber 10 times. Sometimes this part will bulge, sometimes this will be pressed inside, or sometimes this is crooked and sometimes that crooked, sometimes one eye is big and the other one is small or something. Though we are seeing, we may be measuring also. We may be using all devices for the preciseness, yet we are making mistakes. And to produce a flower or to produce a body and to produce any part of the living system, there is no one to inspect, there is no one to instruct, there is no machine which is checking everything. Yet the things comes out so beautifully. Anyway, this is, ये क्या है कि दिन में हमको 24 घंटे मिलते हैं ना, 24 आवर्स, तो उसमें कम से कम 2-5 मिनट तो हमको भगवान की स्तुति महिमा कर लेना चाहिए ना। भगवान की स्तुति करने के लिए नहीं हमेशा धूप देने पहुंच जाओ वहाँ पे। गॉड इज़ नॉट ऑलवेज हैप्पी विद दैट। योर मदर विल नॉट ऑलवेज बी हैप्पी इफ़ यू आर टू से मम्मी आप बहुत अच्छे हो, मम्मी आप क्या अच्छा खाना बनाती हो। But you have to simply think of her, or you just talk about her to your friend. Maybe she is listening or maybe not listening. Sometimes the things will move from the different flowers and again will come back. अरे आप तो बहुत अच्छा खाना बनाती हो, तो आपको कैसे पता? कि नहीं, मेरी बेटी बता रही थी कि आपकी बेटी ने खाया नहीं, वो उसकी फ्रेंड ने उसको बताया। तो वो घूमते फिरते आ ही जाता है। That is what required. If someone is wearing a very beautiful dress, अगर एक लड़की ने बहुत अच्छा सा कोई ड्रेस खरीदा और वो पहन के आ गया और कोई एक शब्द नहीं बोले उसके लिए, तो how bad she will feel. So God has created so much of things for us, the plants, the animals, and the flowers, and the fruits, and the things and all. We should appreciate them, and merely appreciating, God is listening. उतना ही तो करना है। अगर मान लीजिए आप किसी के घर खाना खाने गए और उसने कुछ बना दिया, समथिंग शी कुड, एंड द फूड इज नॉट टेस्टी, येट यू सिंपली प्रेज्ड। नाउ दैट आंटी whenever she'll cook that particular recipe, she will always remember you। और अगर आप आसपास ही कहीं रहते हो तो एक कटोरी आपके घर आ जाएगी। उस दिन तो बड़ी मुश्किल से निकला था, अब रोज़ इतनी मुश्किल से निकलना पड़ा। एनीवे, प्रेजिंग इज ऑलवेज गुड, दैट इज व्हाट आई सेड। तो हमने भगवान की स्तुति कर ली है। जरूरी नहीं है कि धूप देने जाए, मंदिर में जाए, प्रसाद ही चढ़ाएं और कुछ भी करें। वी आर सम हाउ प्रेजिंग गॉड। द गॉड इज created structure, the stigma and the style, and the last one is the ovary, and the ovary is the part in which the ovules are there, and ovules are there in which the ovum, that is the egg, is there. ठीक है? So the 4 parts and their function we are done. Just summarizing again, that the sepals to protect the young flower, petals beautifully colored, structured, shaped and all, and to attract the various type of pollinators. आओ हमारे flower पे visit करो and take our pollen. That they never say. That they never say. है ना? You will see several companies, कोई कार कंपनीज अभी ऐड देंगी, नवरात्रे चल रहे हैं, उनके ऐड आएंगे कि आप शोरूम में आइए, जस्ट टेक ए टेस्ट ड्राइव एंड विल गिव यू अ गिफ्ट। बाई चांस आप पहुंच गए वहाँ पे तो टेस्ट ड्राइव तो देंगे। टेस्ट ड्राइव से पहले आपसे कुछ करा लेंगे, टेस्ट ड्राइव के बाद एंड दे विल आस्क यू टू राइट फिल अ फॉर्म एंड ऑल, एंड दे विल सो मच प्रेशराइज यू कि बाय द कार। स्कूटर लेने जाते हैं, उसको कार पकड़ा देते हैं, तो वही हाल होगा वहाँ पे। वो आप सिर्फ विजिट करने गए, आपने सोचा गिफ्ट मिल रहा है, बट वो गिफ्ट नहीं, आपको कार भी देंगे साथ में, है ना? तो वही हाल यहाँ पर है ना? तो वो कह रहे हैं कि पॉलन ग्रेन्स हो फ्लावर में आओ, जस्ट विजिट आवर फ्लावर, and when you visit, we'll just chipkaw pollen grain on you, and then you visit to another flower, you deliver the pollen grain to the next flower. That is called pollination. So that is the main aim of a flower is, and that is done precisely by the petals. Petals are calling, inviting the pollinators. Okay, then the stamen is there, that is the male reproductive structure, which is actually producing pollen grain, and pollen grain has got the male gamete, that is the two male cells. Okay, And then the innermost part, that is the pistil, is there, and pistil is divided into three parts, that is the stigma and the style and the ovary, है ना. And the stigma is actually landing platform जहाँ पे केवल polygreen आकर के गिरता है, and then style is the long tube which is connecting the landing platform stigma to the ovary, क्योंकि polygreen वहाँ गिरा है, and ovary जो है the ovum, that is the egg cells are found inside. तो उनको दोनों को connect करना पड़ेगा, so that pollen grain from there reaches up to the egg. Okay. Now, if I draw only the diagram of the pistil, just for the sake of understanding. थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा होगा because I am seeing from the side. This innermost structure is called ovule, and then there the wings are there. They are called integuments. This is called funicle, and there are three cells here. They are called antipodal cells, and there is one cell here with two nuclei, that is called polar cell. And there is one egg cell here and two accessory cells, that is called synatrids. Okay, so now, and there the receptacle is. So stigma, style. If you remember, children, when I draw the diagram, I make it sure that all the lines are in a symmetry. When we were small, and we used to draw the diagram, and we used to take to our teacher. If there was any error, the teacher find that the diagram is not precise, they used to throw the cockroach. And अभी हम लोग जिस जनरेशन में जी रहे हैं, वहाँ तो बच्चा सबका सभी सुशांत सिंह राजपूत है, सभी डिप्रेशन में रहते हैं. इफ़ यू से एनीथिंग, बच्चा तो खाना नहीं खा रहा है सर, मम्मी आ जाती है स्कूल. एनीवे, एंड दैट इज व्हाई यू विल नॉट लर्न व्हाट थिंग्स वी हैव लर्न. ठीक है. और दिस पार्ट को हम कहेंगे ओव्यूल, एंड इसको कहेंगे ओवरी सैक. एंड दीज थ्री सेल्स विच आर देयर, इनको मैं यहाँ से ऊपर लेता हूँ. I'll write here antipodal cells. Three in number. This is polar cell with two haploid nuclei, egg cell, and these two are synergids, synergids. बाकी यहाँ पे बना लेते हैं. ये स्टॉक है, that is called funicle, and these slip-like structures are there. इनको कहेंगे इंटेग्यूमेंट्स. Okay, so that's all. The structure of the flower we are done. In tomorrow's class we will study about pollination, and then further that is whatever is there in the reproduction in angiosperm. That's all, children, and it will be better that if you learn to draw the diagrams, you make the notes, because final exam to written hoga. You are in the board exam, and don't think there also you will sit with the mobile tuck karne, and your daddy will be there, mummy will be there, bhaiya will be there, auntie will be there, and you will be simply reading which part of the flower protect the young flower, and फिर से उधर आंटी बोलेगी बर्ड, दूसरा बोलेगा नहीं तो सेपल होता है. तो यू आर जस्ट गिविंग रेस्ट टू योर माइंड. दैट शुड नॉट बी द थिंग. अभी वो नहीं रहेगा. बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम में आपको आना पड़ेगा, एंड नॉट इन आवर स्कूल, यू विल हैव टू गो टू सम अदर स्कूल. सो put practice of writing, drawing and studying. And when you write and study, when you make the notes, you are engaging your eyes, you are engaging your hands, you are lip-sync also, बोल बोल के लिख रहे होंगे या एटलीस्ट मन में भी कर रहे होंगे. So you are speaking also, and if you are speaking, you are involving your ears also. Okay, so you are involving so many different type of sensory organ, and that is why writing is far better than reading, and reading is all the more better than simply watching it on the YouTube. Okay, so those children who are doing that, they are bringing some good results also. That's all children. Thank you. Good day.